All right. Well, hi. Good morning, Mr. Goodman. How are you?
Taylor, how about yourself?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. So I'm so glad to be able to sit down and kind of chat with you today about a few things.
Me too. It's always good.
Good. Yes, of course. Good. Well, I know times are different right now. So I just wanted to, I guess, kind of ask as well. I know for me, my transition to kind of doing online classes was a little different. What about your daughter? I know she's taking classes at UNT as well. How did she adjust to that?
Yeah, surprisingly well. I think, part of it is, she's more of a digital native and has, adapts to the technology, has used it her entire life. So,
Right.
from that perspective, it was an easier step. I did notice that I think she had a realization of just how much she missed the interaction physically in the campus and in the classes, with her fellow students. And I think that was a bit of a surprise for her, that she realized that how much she actually missed that. Because
Yeah.
oftentimes, as you know, you watch people and even when they're together, they're down into their phone and engaged. And so when you no longer have that, the opportunity to be physically present with somebody, you start to really crave them.
Right, for sure. I know for me, that's something that I've come to realize as well, is like take advantage of the moment that you're in because you never know if you'll have it again. So yes,
Absolutely.
for sure. For sure. Well, that's good to hear. Well, so I guess I just kind of want to ask, what are going to be the next steps or next plans for how UNT is going to transition with online and just kind of on-campus classes?
So really in the fall, we're looking to have as many courses face-to-face as we possibly can, always keeping in mind social distancing and the safety of our community, both students, faculty, and staff. And that's obviously first and foremost as we make plans to reopen and to re-engage.
Right. Wow. That sounds really good. And I'm hoping things go well. I know you kind of have to adjust at that point in time and just kind of figure out how things can go, but things sound promising and positive. So I'm excited about that. Yeah. Cool. All right. So I guess another question would be, what advice do you have for parents that are kind of trying to support their child with the transition to a campus in the fall? Because I know I'm just kind of, working on like the tourist side. I've heard like parents on the phone asking like, what is campus going to be like, or how are kids going to transition to going to class and things like that. So what advice would you give a parent?
Well, as you noted, my daughter's attending UNT as well. So
Right.
I'm foremost a parent.
Right.
So the simplest thing I could tell any parent is to talk with your student, but ask questions. When you raise your hand, if you have a question on anything, raise your hand, ask us. That's what we do. That's
Right.
the way that we find, and we're here to help you and help answer those questions as best we can, and connect you with resources that you need, whether it's there's a financial concern, whether it's a safety concern, whether it's something about on the educational side. We'll connect you and get to the answers, so you don't need to feel alone. And again, like I said, I'm a parent and I ask questions all the time as well.
Right. Mine do too.
So there's no bad question, and don't be embarrassed to raise your hand, and to seek help. That's what we're here for.
Mm-hmm. That's good. Yeah, I know. And for just kind of speaking on like the faculty of UNT, I know that they have supported me a lot, especially through my program. I'm in the College of Education, and my professors they've really supported me kind of with that end stretch of us transitioning online. And they were really open to kind of hearing like the students' voices and what we needed. And they would give us like some work and we'd be like, that's too much. So we're like, okay, we can reel it back in and we can try something else. So that was super helpful. And I'm very grateful for it, because it was, like I said, it was a weird transition, but I was able to adjust to it. So I'm super grateful for that.
And that's great to hear, because as you know, being here and a student at the university, and you've now experienced firsthand, but we're a community, we're a family, and there's honesty, and we have incredible faculty, and they're reaching out and they want students to succeed. And so I'm glad to hear that's the experience that you had, and that's because it doesn't surprise me. I'm just really just glad, grateful to hear that, because that's who we are.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess I have one more like fun question. So what is something that, I guess, one big thing that you can't wait to, I guess, do or see whenever everybody's able to get back on campus, or just kind of, transition to maybe coming back on campus?
Oh, that's a hard one. One thing.
Yeah, right.
Wow. Well, I too, right? You miss just the sights and the sounds, the smells, etc. Right? It's just those things. Being remote, you can't get that.
Right.
And I'm seeing the image behind you. It's a beautiful shot of the Welcome Center. Your home, if you will, right where you work out of.
Yes.
Flowers behind, but as much as the picture gives you, you can't replicate it. The smells and everything as you walk through that setting up to the Welcome Center. So,
Yeah.
That's just really the thing, is missing the people, missing the students, missing the food. The food that produced here on campus is amazing. So I guess I'll stick with my stomach and say I'm going to miss the opportunity to get some of the wonderful food that we serve up here on campus is something I'm looking forward to.
That's a good one. I'd probably pick that too. Well, cool. Well, thank you so much for kind of sitting down and chatting with me. I really enjoyed talking with you. But, before we leave this, I guess, interview or meeting, we do have to teach our audience our signature UNT call. So if you could participate with me, that would be great. Okay, so stick up a peace sign. All right, now stick out a thumb for a little flare, because eagles are unique. All right, now you can give me a nice big curl and show off your finger muscles. Oh yeah, those look good. Okay, now no eagle claw is complete without its eagle caw. So if you could caw with me on 3, that would be great. All right, you ready?
Ready.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Caw. All right, nice.
Taylor, thank you so much. Go Mean Green.
Go Mean Green, thank you.